Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I say happy Tuesday. It's better than happy Monday, ain't it? Yeah. All right. Anyway, hope things are good where you are. Hope the weather's great down here in Southeast Texas. We're in a rainy pattern right now, but we had a beautiful weekend. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend coming up, so that's all good. Anyway, we're going to go over some things that happened this past weekend in baseball and softball. I was going to do this show yesterday, but then I realized there's another baseball series still going on that ended last night, Oregon State and Hawaii. So moved it to today. No big deal. We're going to go over some things that happened. We're starting to get down to it. Conference tournaments start for softball this week. Baseball will be here in the next week and a half, I think, 2 weeks. They'll get their conference tournament started. They're winding their season down. Anyway, before we get started, hit that subscribe button down there. Let's go over some news. BYU football, they pick up a couple of transfer players from Stanford, brothers, Bear and Tiger Bachmeyer. They are leaving Stanford and going to BYU. Clemson football coach Dabo Swinney, he always told the basketball forward on Clemson team, Ian C. Schiffeling, is that how you say his name? Schiffeling? He'd make an excellent tight end on the football team. Dabo always told him that, just jokingly. Well, Ian's taken Dabo up on his offer. He will spend the next 6 months with the football team just to see what happens. That's going to be interesting. I want to see what that happens there, too. That's going to be pretty interesting, see how he transitions. I'm sure he played football before when he was a little kid, So we'll see how that works out for them. Former Arizona State guard Adam Miller transfers to Gonzaga. He averaged 10 points a game. Gonzaga will be his fourth school he has played for so far. This whole transfer portal thing just gets out of hand sometimes. Troy quarterback Matthew Caldwell, he's going to Texas. He wants to sit behind Arch Manning. You never know. He might beat out Arch Manning for the starter. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. But he threw for 1,600 yards last year and 13 touchdowns at Troy. Next football season, Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore expected to be suspended for the Central Michigan and Nebraska football games. This is Michigan's self-imposed sanctions by the university for Connor Stalions' advanced scouting scandal. So Sherrone Moore is going to get punished for it. Looks like it's going to be the Central Michigan-Nebraska game. All right, so let's go over some things that happened. Baseball and softball this last weekend. Number 11 Arkansas sweeps Texas. Sweeps number 1 Texas. Beat them 9-0, 6-1, 13-8. I honestly thought Texas would win this series. After the first 2 Arkansas wins, I said, Texas, they're not going to get swept. They've got to win this third game. Nope, they didn't win. Got swept by number 11 Arkansas. And this is crazy. I haven't seen every poll, but D1 baseball, which I read a lot of stuff on their web. They're really good coverage of D1 baseball and D1 softball. Their rankings came out, and Texas is still number 1. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Number 2 LSU, they lost their series to Texas A&M 3-1. Then they won the second game 2-1. Lost the last game 6-4. Number 3 Clemson, they lost their series to FSU. Number 5 FSU 6-5. Won the second game 6-3. FSU got pissed, came back, beat them in the third game 20-9. Quite a few sweeps went on this last weekend. One that finished. We were to where is it? Number 6 Oregon. They won their series against Michigan State. Lost the first game 2-0. Won the second game 13-5. Won the third game 3-1. One we just talked about, Oregon State and Hawaii, that finished last night. Oregon State sweeps Hawaii 11-4, 3-2, 7-3. Number 8 UC Irvine. They lose their series to UC San Diego. Lost the first game 19-4. Lost the second game 4-0, a little better. But hey, they won the last game 8-4, so it wasn't a complete sweep. Number 9 Georgia, they sweep Mizzou. They win 9-2, 5-2, and 4-2. Number 10 Auburn beat number 12 Tennessee, won 6-1. Lost the second game 5-4. Won the last game 8-1. NC State lost to Miami. Number 13 NC State lost to Miami 6-4, 10-3. They were on their way to getting swept but the third game got canceled, I guess, because of weather or something. I'm not sure. Number 14, UCLA lost their series to USC. Won the first game 7-6. Lost the second game 7-5. Lost the third game 11-5. Number 15, Vanderbilt. They won their series against number 18, Alabama. Won 12-2. Lost the second game 5-2. Won the last one 9-7. Number 16, West Virginia. Won their series against Texas Tech. Lost the first game 6-4. Won the second game 3-2. Won the second game 5-0. Louisville, number 17, Louisville. Lost their series to Notre Dame. Started off good. They won 3-2. Lost the last two. Where I lost my place. Lost the last two, 10-3 and 7-4. Number 19, Coastal Carolina. They sweep Appalachian State, 11-1, 6-2, 10-1. Number 20, Troy beat South Alabama. They won their series against South Alabama. Won 5-2, lost 11-7, won 6-5. Number 21, Oklahoma. They won their series against number 23, Ole Miss. 2-0, 5-3. Then they lost the last game, 7-3. Number 22, Southern Miss beat Arkansas State 2-1, 8-0, 14-2. Sweep them off the deck. Number 24, Arizona won their series against TCU. They won 6-3, 5-4. Then they lost the last one, 13-6. And number 25, Kansas lost their series to Cincinnati. Got swept by the Bearcats, 7-2, 18-14, and 13-4. I don't know what it is about number 25 and all the college sports this whole season, these past several months. It seems like the team that gets to number 25 doesn't stay there very long. And I don't mean they move up. They fall back out because they lose games or a game they shouldn't. So, I don't know. Number 25 in the polls is a cursed position this year. All right, moving on to softball this weekend. Number 1, Oklahoma. They lost to number 11, Florida. Won the first game 6-5. Lost the last two, 9-4, 6-4. Number 2, Tennessee lost to number 4, Texas A&M. Lost 1-0 the first game. Won the second game 5-0, and then 5-1, and then lost the second game to A&M 13-2. Number 3, Arkansas. They won their series against number 10, LSU. Won 12-9. Lost the second game 13-2. Won the last game 6-0. Number 5, LSU. They won, or FSU, I'm sorry, Florida State. They won their series against number 15, Virginia Tech, 13-4, 8-0. Lost the last game, 8-6. And I think I heard they clinched the regular season title by beating Va-Tech in one of those first two games. Number 6, Texas. They won their series. They swept Kentucky, 9-1, 7-6, 12-3. Number 7, Oregon. They won their series. Lost the first game to Michigan State, 6-4. Won the second game 14-0. Won the last game 7-6. Number 8, LSU. Man, they lost this series to Northwestern, who's not as good as they usually are. Won the first, or lost 8-0. Won the second game 15-8. Lost the third game to the Wildcats 5-3. Number 9, Texas Tech. They won their series against BYU. Won 9-4 first game. Lost the second game 2-1. Won the second game 2-1, or third game 2-1. Number 12, Clemson ended their season with a sweep of Georgia Tech, 6-2, 19-0, 8-2. Let's see. Number 13, Arizona. They beat Houston, swept them, 10-1, 5-0, 8-3. Houston's been kind of falling off the really the baseball and the softball map the last few years. Number 14, South Carolina. Won their series against Alabama. Lost the first game, number 18, Alabama. Lost the first game, 13-1. Won the last two games, 3-1, 7-2. Number 16, Duke won their series against NC State. 9-2 was the first game. Lost the second one, 11-9. Won the third game, 12-6. Number 17, Stanford beat Boston College. Swept them, 10-5, 20-7. I watched that game on Saturday. It's like it didn't matter what pitcher BC ran out there. They'd throw a home run to Stanford. I mean, Stanford just kept parking them the whole day. Pretty impressive batting there on Stanford on that second game. Number 19, Mississippi State beat Ole Miss. They won the series, but beat Ole Miss 3-1, 3-0. Wait a minute. Number 19, Mississippi State. I'm not saying this right. Number 19, Mississippi State won their series against Ole Miss. There we go. Okay. 3-1, 3-0, but they lose the last game 6-4. Number 20, Nebraska, they won their series against Maryland, swept them 6-0, 9-2, 9-1. Number 21, Ohio State, won their series against Illinois, lost the first game 9-5, won the last two 2-0 and 4-1. Number 23, Grand Canyon, they swept Abilene Christian 10-1. Second game 1-0. Third game 5-0. Number 24, Virginia ended their season with a 5-3 win over Liberty earlier in the week. Number 25, Florida Atlantic swept Tulsa in that series 13-2, 5-0, 6-0. And then we talked about Oregon State beating Hawaii last night. Third game of the series. They won that series. Okay, so upcoming tonight, some interesting things. Tonight, number 1 Texas plays Lamar. You're like, oh, Texas has got it. Lamar is not a pushover. They are 37-14. Texas is coming off being swept by Arkansas, which is a series I think they should have won. They probably know they should have won. How are they going to play tonight against Lamar? Can Lamar come in there, get an upset? You never know. We'll see what happens there. Also, number 3, Clemson versus number 19, Coastal Carolina. That should be a pretty good one there. You got the backyard brawl. Number 16, West Virginia versus Pitt. They're 23-21, but still, it's a rivalry game. Number 15, Vanderbilt versus number 17, Louisville. That'll be a good one. Number 5, Florida State. They're playing Jacksonville. Jacksonville's 27-18, so they're not that bad of a team. Number 13, NC State versus 26-21, UNC Wilmington. Good interstate matchup there. Another rivalry, number 25, Kansas, if they're still number 25. I haven't looked at the new rankings. Playing Mizzou, who's 12-34, but still, it's a rivalry. Number 8, Alabama, in another interstate matchup, playing number 20, Troy, who's playing pretty good. Number 8, UC Irvine, playing 26-21, Cal Baptist. How's UC Irvine going to play after losing their series this last weekend? 25-20, St. Mary's, going to Eugene to play number 6, Oregon. Number 25, Arizona versus 27-20, Grand Canyon. Tomorrow, 26-20, St. Mary's versus number 6, Oregon. I guess they're going to play a series. Or a 2-game series, who knows. Thursday, 26-23, South Carolina versus number 10, Auburn. So you got some pretty good baseball games coming up here, especially tonight, or the next couple of days. Okay, like we mentioned, conference tournaments for softball start this week. They may even start today. But first rounds of it on the SEC, Big Ten, all of them are starting either today or tomorrow, and they'll go on into the weekend. So, should be knowing who is going to the regionals here pretty soon. Softball, maybe even Sunday. Depends on how long some of these other tournaments go. And like I said, baseball, we're winding down, getting to it. That'll be over here pretty soon, quickly. All right, so we'll be back, what's today, Tuesday? Probably Thursday or Friday to recap things that happened. Because we got a lot of good games coming up in baseball the next couple of days. Anyway, Tuesday's almost over. Tomorrow will be hump day. Weekend will be here before you know it. Stay busy, stay safe. We'll see you next time.